My name's Peter Young. I operate Silver Spoon Estate with my wife Tracie, and we're here in the heart of the Heathcote wine region in Victoria. We produce about 40 tonnes of grapes a year, and that ends up producing around about 20,000 litres of wine. So most of our wine is sell direct. We have a cellar door and a restaurant here, and we also supply to local businesses like pubs and restaurants. We are currently looking for distribution outlets as production is now growing to the stage where we're needing that. Sustainability is a very important concept for us. We want to be able to produce what we do from our land with the minimum amount of inputs externally, and we also want to be able to leave this land in a better condition than it was when we first took it on. We have proven that you can operate a winery off-grid. You don't necessarily need to pick a site because it's close to water and it's close to electricity. You can choose a site that's got great soil and great viticultural potential and not have to put in enormous capital cost in order to be able to operate and make that site productive. If we were to connect to the grid, it was cost $100,000 or more. So the idea of investing capital in a solar capacity was very attractive. And in addition, we didn't have the ongoing running cost. We still need to purchase a generator because on some days where we get lots of cloud, and particularly when we're running our restaurant and we're using lots of power, we do need the backup there. But overall, it's a much cheaper operation, both from a capital point of view and also from an ongoing operational cost. So the idea of dry growing the grapes came about because the costs of access to water were very high. There was no water on the property here, and after all, in Europe they've been dry growing grapes for centuries, so we should try it here in Australia as well. You do have lower yields, but you can get really good quality out of the grapes in a dry grown vineyard, and you do get a faithful representation of the terroir of your site when you're dry growing grapes. We can operate a viable off-grid winery and cellar door and restaurant, and run a dry grown vineyard and produce a quality product and provide a great experience to our customers. I think there's a good learning in that for others, and it's not just the small sites. I think larger sites too, who need three-phase power, can use the technologies today to do that. And I think that's a good sign for the future, that there are new ways of exploring new technologies to make it a better world.